Hello and welcome to Time Out, your live daily huddle with Tristan White. I am Tristan White. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of July, and it is really nice to be here with you. If you are here with me, firstly, welcome. I really appreciate you here. If it's your first ever Time Out, welcome. I'm rapt to be spending some time with you. If you've been here before, welcome back and thanks for being part of the crew that shows up to these Time Out live daily huddles. If you are here, please do hit like or maybe even love on the button to let me know that you're here. And if you type in the comments so that I would know that you're here, that'd be really helpful, because I'm simply sitting in front of my computer staring at a camera. And it's not easy for me to know if anyone is here with me. So jump in the comments, say hello, let me know here would be really, really helpful. I would appreciate that. This is Time Out. Time Out is a place for people that are leaders of teams or aspiring leaders who are doing their best to learn how to lead themselves and lead teams can come to connect, to make sure they're aligned to the important work that they're doing for themselves, for their team, for their family, in their life. And I'm here, I'm Tristan White, I'm the founder and CEO of the Physio Co. I'm also your host here at Time Out Live Daily Huddles, and I'm here to support you, to keep you to account and to help you progress to doing the very best work that you possibly can be. Kira's here from Canberra. G'day Kira, nice to have you back. Always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for being a regular at Time Out. Now, I'm going to get through the agenda very, very soon. We're going to get into the three parts of a Time Out Live Daily Huddle, which you do every day. The first one is what's going on, and that's where I ask, what are the important priorities that you're working on today in the next 24-hour period? I'm going to share mine from the job that the priorities I've got from my job at the Physio Co. And I'm also going to share some priorities of what I'm working on for the Cultures Everything crew, and also some personal priorities. The second part of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle is where are you stuck? A chance to stop for a moment and think, what's not working out, what's slowing us down, where are we losing momentum, what problem do I need to solve to be able to make some progress towards the priorities in the future that I'm working towards. And the last thing, as always, we share a good news story and told through the lens of a core value. A core value being a bit like rules, or more like guiding principles that I believe are required to build a strong team with a really strong team culture. So they're the three parts of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle, like we do every day here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. My question, like every day before we get started, is how'd you go yesterday? How'd you go with your priorities? Did you make some progress? What worked? What didn't work? I'd really appreciate you filling me in. I'm going to tell you how I went in just a tick. But firstly, Ives is here. G'day, Ives. Nice to have you here with us. Ives, I'm going to just adjust that comment. There we go. Perfect. Ives, nice to have you here from Sydney. I hope all's well with you at your end, mate. Ives, how'd you go with your priorities yesterday? I'd love you to fill us in as to how that's worked for you. I seem to be having a run of fours. I got 4 out of my 5 priorities done yesterday. I'm going to nail those 5 sometime soon, I reckon. So, and Kira, similar boat to me, missed one. 2 out of 3 from you, Kira. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. Let's see if we can nail 3 today. Would be even better. So, thanks for sharing. Alrighty, let's do it. Let me hit start on this timer at the top of the screen here. 12 minutes are counting. Welcome to Time Out, your live daily huddle with Tristan White. We're going to start with the first thing, and that is what's going on. Now, I'm going to tell you my priorities that I'm working firstly at the Physio Co. And then I'm going to ask, what are your priorities? While I'm doing that, feel free to type yours in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to understand what you're working on. If you're willing to share, pop in the comments. If you're not quite willing to share just yet, then please feel free, write them down in your planner, in your diary, in your calendar, wherever, but make sure you know what the important 1, 2, 3 things you're working on today are. Otherwise, we're just reactively moving from one fire to another in a very reactive way. So, my priorities for the Physio Co. The first priority for the Physio Co, like every Wednesday morning, we have a weekly leadership team meeting at 9 o'clock in a Zoom room. Our 5-person leadership team comes together to support each other, to decide what has been working, what hasn't been working, and move forward as an organisation, as a team. And we had that at 9 o'clock this morning, and that is one thing that's already complete for me. Secondly, I just got off another live stream. I was just on a Facebook Live at 12:35 to about 12:58 inside the PhysioCo family group for TPC as an update for them on what I've been working on, what the leadership team's working on, some changes in the background of the PhysioCo as well, and that's been that was something I do regularly. Haven't done for a while, but did one just now. So they are my couple of priorities for the PhysioCo team. Now, let me check out these comments because I can see there's a few in here. I've said 2 out of 3 yesterday. Book club was amazing. Ives, I'm impressed, mate. Congratulations on getting that started. Well done on the first one. I like it. KW is here. She said 3 out of 3 yesterday. Late night, but got them done. Nice, KW. I like it. And Shell is here, and Shell writes, finished my carried over priority from 2 days ago. Didn't make any new ones. Shell, it's okay. You got it done. That's the important thing. So nice work. I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing. Good luck with making some progress in the next few days. Hey, Kira's got her priorities here. Let's get them on the screen and check them out. You always, I love it, Kira. You're so specific, and yet you always go in my face. I'm going to try and figure this out so I can get it off my face. Here we go. All right, I think we're right now. Kira's priorities: sort out slow internet at the clinic. Yes, yeah, I can understand that. That sounds painful. Plan bonding dinner for next Wednesday to celebrate making it through COVID. Yes, you guys have made it through. Victorians, on the other hand, are heading back into lockdown, which is still a way to go where I am. And 3, ring 2 long-term patients to check on their first session. Thanks to TW's tip the other day. Kira, nice. I like it. I like that you followed that. I had 2 fantastic conversations with some clients, some family members of clients at the PhysioCo earlier this week. It's a system that we've added, and I'm glad that you're doing it too, Kira. So good luck. I like it. Alrighty, Ives is here, and Ives has said. Priorities are finish presentation for tomorrow for other physio team meeting, sports planning for physio students, and FB posts on sports pages. Good, Ives. Thanks for sharing. They look like short, specific priorities you can get stuck into, get them done, and then tick them off and know that you've made some progress. So good work on those. And Joe says, add web content to Trello board for our new websites. Good, Joe. Websites are big projects, and I like the way you're breaking it down, Joe. So thanks for sharing. Good luck for that priority. KW is here. She's got a personal one up front, 30-minute walk. I like it. GST report for the committee that she's treasurer of, and follow up unpaid account for said committee. Excellent, KW. Get them knocked off. That sounds good. And Travis is here. G'day, Travis. Nice to have you with us at timeout. I think you're on holiday at the moment, so if that's the case, lockdown might have changed things, but I hope you've had a good few days all the same. Planning for lockdown again, implementing further protocols. Good luck, Travis. It is difficult to work through at the moment, but I hear you. I understand. We're doing the same at the PhysioCo as well. So, guys, thanks for sharing. Really appreciate it. Some really good priorities there. Keep moving. Good luck nailing those. I'm going to share my 2 priorities for the Culture is Everything crew, which is you guys. First one is carried over from yesterday. Didn't get it done. I need to record episode 59 of the Think Big, Act Small podcast. I got up early this morning, but I spent time on some PhysioCo jobs preparing for our leadership team meeting. Didn't record that pod, so I really need to get that done by tonight is the plan. And secondly, for members of the Culture is Everything Club, and that includes Kira, includes Ives, includes Travis, includes KW. We've got our first learning workshop on Friday, and I'm continuing to prepare for that. And today I'm preparing the preparation worksheet. There'll be a small document, couple of questions to ask that I'll get to you about a day or so before the workshop. Couple of questions just to get you thinking about the topic, so we're ready to go when we launch into it on Friday Arvo. So that's my priority for Culture Everything crew. And last personal priority is it's still school holidays here. 3 days left before school goes back next week. So again, after work's done today, I'm going to get outside and do some stuff with our kids to make sure we make the most of this time before school goes back. So they are my 5 priorities. Shannon's here. G'day, Shannon. Nice to have you with us again. Alrighty, 6 minutes down, 6 to go. Let's move on to where are you stuck. So my question, like every day, where are you stuck? What are the small things or maybe the big things that are getting in the way and slowing you down? Kira mentioned slow internet. That's a bit of a stuck item, a bit of a challenge. I understand, Kira. Good luck getting that sorted out. Kira also mentioned transitioning to paperless office and iPads around pools as a stuck item. I think that was yesterday. So they're examples of some stuck items from some members of the crew. Some other stuck items that could be related to COVID-19 lockdown for us Victorians. Getting supplies of PPE, masks and gloves and things like that could be a stuck item. Or maybe it's communication to a team member or a client who you can't get onto. They're all examples of where you're stuck items that might be slowing us down and not working as we try and get our important work done and communicate clearly with our teams. So there's some examples. Now, if you're stuck, make note of it. Don't try and solve it right now, but do your very best to have a moment either with yourself or with someone who can help you to solve it soon after we have our timeout huddle. That's the way that I like to deal with where you're stuck items. Identify them and then move to solving them with the right person soon after we've identified them. So I don't have anything I'm stuck on today, but that's a way I'd recommend you sort of deal with them. Alrighty, that brings us to our third and final part of our timeout daily huddle for, let me check again, Wednesday the 8th of July. I'm going to check out my notes. So I've got an example of someone living a core value here. It's a good news story because us caring leaders have to make sure we catch people doing something right and make sure we tell stories and praise people when they've deserved praise. Now, I've got an example for you, but it's been a while since a member of this Culture is Everything crew, you guys that is, sent through an example of someone living a core value in your team. Feel free, if you'd like to send one through, I'd love to share yours, I'd love to receive it, I'd love to read it, and if you'd be willing, I'd love to share it with the crew here at a future Timeout Daily Huddle. I think it's a great way to praise people and a great way to get into the habit of collecting the stories as well, because the more stories we've got, the better. But for the time being, I'm going to share one, and it's from someone that I work with at the PhysioCo, but it's not a PhysioCo core value and it's not a PhysioCo team member. The person's name is Carla, and Carla Chesser is the CEO of a business called 5x5. Now, 5x5 are a web company. They build beautiful websites, WordPress, and not only beautiful websites, but functional websites that convert, that do important work of helping people learn new information and then bring them together to hopefully bring them to engaging with you and finding the solution they're looking for. And Carla, I've known Carla for a while. We've been working together. She was a project manager on building the PhysioCo's new website last year. And then she's been promoted to being the CEO of 5x5 in the last 6 months or so, which is a big progression for Carla and something that she really deserved, and she's sinking her teeth into it. But Carla has lived the core value of 5x5, and let me get this right. We're in it for the long haul is the name of the core value. We're in it for the long haul. And I really like that from a web company, because sometimes these sort of organizations just build a website, wave goodbye and leave you with it. And that's not how 5x5 work. They are in it for the long haul. And the example I've got for Carla, I've got many of these examples because Carla is very responsive. I call her, we speak, we make some changes and tweaks and some improvements. But just yesterday, I called Carla. There was something I wanted, we were adjusting and improving on the PhysioCo website. There's a few people involved. There's our online marketers and there's our website people. There's our ops team, customer service in our team. And we really needed to make sure that we're all on the same page. So Carla chased it up with her team, clarified it, emailed me. And then we organised a call that's happening at 2 o'clock this Arvo to make sure we've got everyone on the same page and the right next steps are being taken. So Carla Chesser, for living that 5x5 value of we're in it for the long haul, I really appreciate it. Well done to you from my perspective, but I really like the way you go about it. So thank you very much for doing that, and congrats on living that core value. Speaking of 5x5, I'm going to do an interview with the former CEO and the owner of 5x5, John Hollenberg, in the next week or so for the Think Big, Act Small podcast. So stay tuned on that one. I think that'll be an interesting story of someone who's built a team on the Gold Coast in Australia, but also has got people in other locations as well, and building a strong culture and a growing business over a long period of time is part of their story. So that is 5x5. Alrighty, they are the 3 parts of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle. We've got less than a minute to spare. If you've got a question or a comment or something you want to ask, feel free, drop it in the comments. If you're live here with me, I'll happily answer it in the last minute. If you're on the replay, feel free, jump in the comments, ask me a question, share your priorities, where are you stuck? If you've got a good news story, I'd love to receive them. I'm here 1:03 p.m. Monday to Friday, Melbourne and Sydney time. I'll be back tomorrow on Thursday the 9th of July. I'll be back on Friday the 10th. I'll see you here. But for the time being, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this crew. If you've got your priorities, you know what you're focused on, get out there and get stuck into them. Good luck. Do it with a smile, and just know that I'd love to see you back here tomorrow to check in how you went and to support you to continue making progress. For the time being, I'm Tristan White. I'll catch you next time. See ya.